This is The Healthy Healer, where true voice is your medicine. This is where we help doctors and other healers navigate through the challenging times by learning from the best minds in the healing industry. Laugh, cry, and be surprised. It's entertainment, education, and inspiration so you can continue to be the unique and amazing healer you were destined to be. Welcome to humanity. Welcome to The Healthy Healer with Dr. Fred.
Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Fred, and welcome to the next short of The Healthy Healer. So this week, I had the honor and privilege of interviewing Belden Colm. And Belden is a nutritionist. He's somebody who has created a couple different companies, including Nutritional Fitness and Club Lit. And both these things are really aimed at allowing us to learn, and because maybe by default we don't know, but allowing us to learn how to best take care of our bodies, because it is, in his words, our most important asset. What's in a way of actually taking in our body what it is that we know that we need? And he talks a lot about the essence of craving. And, no matter how large the craving he suggests, don't give up. So we ask ourselves all these questions when we have a craving, whatever it is, in whatever realm. But in this case, we're talking mostly about food. And that is, do I really want to do or to eat this particular thing? He suggests that's actually a flawed question, not the natural question that's going to keep us healthy. The question he would like us to alter is, does this get me closer to the life that I really want to lead? And that's a much more important question. So when we're looking at whatever habit it is or whatever craving we have, in order to curtail that craving, his suggestion is to shift the question. Does doing this actually get me closer to the life that I want to lead? And we look at Belden. Belden had some terrible times in his late 30s and early 40s where he had at least 3 heart attacks. And in those heart attacks, he found himself on the ground in the kitchen and didn't even know what got him there. And he had several different explanations, including blockages, and there was visceral fat around his heart. And there was all sorts of arrhythmias that were involved in his heart as well that led to those kind of problems. He decided that he was going to get himself back in order, and then just flipped into massive research and learning what it is that we can put in our body to bring us back to health. And now he's one of the more vibrant 60-year-olds you'd ever want to see, running down pylons on the way to the pond. How crazy was that? So what is it that it takes to deal with cravings? I think I really want to address that today. A lot of us have cravings. In fact, all of us have cravings. In fact, Buddha talked about cravings. In fact, all the sages and wise people in the world talk about cravings really being at the root of so much of our misery. When we crave something that's something that we think we need, it's something that we can't hold ourselves back from reaching for, that's when we cause a lot of trouble. Not only is it an uncomfortable experience to crave something, but it's not even an adequate experience to actually relieve that craving. It's a short-lived experience that doesn't actually serve its purpose. And so the question that he has is, does this craving that I have, if I'm able to give in to the craving, if I'm able to succumb to the craving, will that get me closer to the life that I really want to live? And that's an important question. Does it get me closer to having a great relationship with my wife or with my spouse? Does it get me closer to being healthy and living a life of mindfulness or living a life of worthwhile contribution? Those are some of the questions that you have to ask when you're looking at a craving. So you, my listeners, I invite you to ask yourself whenever you can, whenever you're looking at that next craving, that next thing that looks really good, that next shiny object, you want to ask yourself, does this get me closer to the life that I really want? One of the things that's really important for me to get on the other side of craving is this world of mindfulness, this world of equanimity. This is how I reduce my own cravings, and I'm no genius at it. I still have cravings as much as anyone, but I've been craving driven in the past, and I'm no longer craving driven. It's not so frequent. It's not so overwhelming as it has been in the past. And I invite you to really look at mindfulness and meditation and gratitude and nature, different shortcuts to coming in tune with yourself so that you can adequately ask the question, does this get me closer to the life I really want to live? Because this gives you access to that life that you really want to live. And as he says, no matter how large that craving is, don't give up. Just don't ever give up. I think it was Jim Valvano who said that. There's other people that just don't give up. Just don't give up. Under no conditions do you have to give up, because if you do give up, then you're going to might live a long life. But as he said, the last 16 years of life on average tend to be fairly miserable in our present state of affairs. So don't give up, and make sure you treat yourself with the kind of essence that a king treats a king or a queen treats a queen. Thank you so much for being a listener of The Healthy Healer. It's always an honor and a pleasure. I really appreciate you. And please feel free to comment or share down below, or to subscribe, which helps people like you actually get access to shows like this, which I love doing. And I'm so glad that you're here listening and caring about what gets said and what gets shared. Bye for now, everybody. We'll catch you on the flip side.